Back here at home, family members, doctors, patients, and veterans are mourning today. A general known for his life's work serving and inspiring others in this country and beyond has died.
Dr. Bernhard Mittemeyer spent his life putting others first. KCBD News Channel 11's Joshua Ramirez spoke with Mittemeyer's friends and colleagues today about his lasting legacy.
Barney Mittemeyer was one of the finest physicians, surgeons, and human beings I've known.
That's how he'll be remembered. Dr. Bernhard Mittemeyer spent nearly a century putting others before himself. As a soldier, he was assigned to the 101st Airborne, the same one that helped liberate his country from Nazi occupation years before. During his time at Texas Tech, he held many roles: a teacher, a friend, a doctor. The Department of Urology is named after the man who helped create it. Just another place for Dr. Mittemeyer to inspire and save lives.
That's why he is one of the great ones. We stand on the shoulders of the giants so that we're better. He's one of the giants.
As a veteran and former Surgeon General for the U.S. Army, Dr. Mittemeyer had a passion for helping those who fought as he did to protect our country.
He had this real special passion to make sure that the veteran got good care.
That passion became tangible when Lubbock's new VA clinic opened. It took nearly a decade to make that dream a reality, but Dr. Mittemeyer wouldn't stop until the mission was complete.
When General Mittemeyer sets his mind to a task, God help the poor fool that wants to stand in his way. That's Bernie's place. That's Bernie's place.
A place he can look down on with great pride.
And one of the things that General Mittemeyer was very big on was making sure that the seal was big enough that it could be seen from heaven.
But what may be more important, what we can see, the American heroes who will be treated at the clinic, or the patients who will be cared for at Texas Tech HSC's urology department for many more years.
He'll be impacting lives for years and years to come. He had a service-oriented heart, and his life was devoted to not only service for his country, but for his fellow man and woman, and all those that come after him.
It was a mission he started long before he died, and it's one others will carry on in his stead.
I've actually had very few mentors, and he stands as the #1. He may have been my only true mentor in so many different ways.
When was the last time that you talked to him?
I guess day before yesterday.
It would have been the day Dr. Mittemeyer died. Dr. Burke says they couldn't have a conversation, but he hopes his dear friend recognized him before he passed. His other dear colleague and fellow veteran, Dr. Haynes, says it was a joy to be a part of the story Dr. Mittemeyer left behind.
Bernie, what a joy to have been part of your life, to know you, to serve with you. He was a man of God. I went there to say, be sure and divert St. Peter's attention so I can sneak through the gate when I'm up there. He'd say, yeah.